Hello, everyone. Hi, it's Lynn Dunn from Stamptastic Designs. So, thanks so much for joining me today. Happy Easter. I thought I would pop on and just kind of share some quick card ideas with you. So, let me know if you can hear me. So, if someone could just drop a comment and let me know that, just, just so I don't have any audio issues. So today what I want to do is just show you another one sheet wonder. So I don't know if you guys saw the video that I did this last week. So I showed you how to stamp a one sheet wonder using this particular stamp set, this Dahlia Days stamp set. Hi, Kelly. Oh, happy Easter. Oh, good. You guys can hear me. So what I want to do today is just kind of show you another one sheet wonder. So I'm going to use the same stamp set. It's just a little different template or a little different format for creating these cards. So last week I shared a one sheet wonder for creating 4 cards. This week I'm going to share a one sheet wonder for creating 8 cards, and all of it just involves stamping. So you guys can use any stamp set that you have on hand. I just happen to be using the Dahlia Days stamp set. So this is the stamp set that I will be using today. And I'm also going to be using the 5 new in colors. So that's what is featured on here. So all 5 of those beautiful new in colors. So I'll show you how to do that. So let me move these out of the way. So these are the 8 cards that I created. And I just used one sheet of 8.5 by 11 inch cardstock. So I'm going to move this out of the way here. Let's find a spot. Okay. So here is what you need to do. So this is my template. So this is just an 8.5 by 11 inch piece of cardstock. We're going to use the entire cardstock. I have it all marked out already. So one of the things about stamping your own one sheet wonder is I put all the lines in here so that I know these are each of the pieces that we're going to be cutting to make the one sheet wonder. So I put all the lines in here so that I know exactly where to stamp. So good morning, everybody. Happy Easter. So I am going to go off screen here and make this a little bigger. There we go. All right, so hopefully you can hear me okay. It sounds like somebody's getting a crackling sound. All right, so the first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to start with the sweet sorbet. We're going to stamp this here. And I'm just going to test this because I just inked this up. So let me grab a piece of scrap paper. So we'll add some scrap paper there. That's good. Okay, so basically what we're going to do is we're just going to follow these lines. So what I did is I just divided this into quarters. So on the 11-inch side, I just drew a line here at 2 3/4, and this is 5.5. This is 8 1/4. So it gives me 4 sections. And then on the 8.5 inch side, I just scored it down the middle at 4 1/4 inches. So that's how I got all 8 of these. And this is really juicy now that I re-inked it. Oh, it is pretty bold. That's okay. It'll work. So we'll go. You're basically just going to be stamping on these lines, and I just kind of go back and forth. You know, kind of zigzag down the lines. And it's going to create a really fun pattern. So I'll try to go as quick as I can. So I kind of overlap the lines a little bit so that when we cut this, you know, all of these little designs are on both, you know, pieces of paper. Let's see. Should we add another one? Sure, let's just add one off here maybe. Okay, so that's the sweet sorbet. And I inked it up a little bit too much, I think, but that's okay. And now I'm going to use the Parakeet Party. Yeah, I really love these new ink colors. So let's add this. So we'll just add a couple of these little leaves. Let's see, we'll go here. So you just kind of, you know, randomly stamp. Let's see. And I'm using a different color for each of the images. You don't have to do that. It just makes it a little bit easier because then you don't have to clean off your stamp images to change colors. Let's go here. And let's see, how about this side? And we'll just do right here. There. So then we'll add that. Oops, I should add one more over here. Which side needs one? Probably this side. All right, so there is that. And then I will add some of these little flowers here with the Orchid Oasis. So this is a kind of a bold color. I'll just go around and add some here. So notice how as I'm doing this, I'm just kind of staying on that, you know, kind of around that line or all the lines that are on here. And that looks pretty good, I think. Oops, we'll add one right here. All right, and then we will add some Tahitian Tide. So that's this one. And we'll add just these little florals just to kind of fill it in. So you can already see it's just so pretty. I love these colors. Plus, I love how it looks with the stamp set too. So that's why I decided just to stick with the stamp set because I just really love the look. So you can fill it in as much as you want. You know, you can add as few or as many. I'm just going to make mine a little bit full here. Well, let's go in there. Let's see where else. We can add some over here. You just want to make sure that you get images on both sides of the lines. And then the last thing I did is I just took a splatter image. So I'm using Starry Sky. This is the 5th in color. And I took this splatter image from a different stamp set. So this is from the Quiet Meadow stamp set. So that's the splatter image I'm using. And then I'm just going to go around and add some splatter. And this just really, I think it really breaks it up and adds a lot of contrast here. Plus I love splatter images, so. And you can just stamp right over the top of your images. And since this is such a bold color, I just kind of figured it would be good. It'd be good to use it as a splatter. Okay. And we'll just add a little bit more. And a little bit over here. I think we got it. I think that looks good. All right, let me close this up. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this and I'm going to cut it up. So you can just use your lines that you put in here because you already drew them with a pencil. So you can just line them up, but it's basically, we'll start on this side. I'm basically going to be cutting this in half at 4 1/4. So we'll line it right up on that line. And then we're going to turn this, and then on that 11-inch side, we're basically going to be cutting at 2 3/4 inches. So each piece is 2 3/4 inches by 4 1/4 inches. And so can you guys see how pretty these are? So each of these pieces are already stamped and they're ready for you to make cards with. So we'll put this over here and we'll do this other side. Same thing. They're all 2 3/4 inches. So we'll just line it up on 2 3/4 inches. And then this one. There we go. So now we have all these pieces that we can use to make our cards. So I decided to use the Starry Sky for my card base. So we will add these. So I'm going to show you how easy it is to create these cards. As soon as I get my glue working. I have an issue with glue every time. So you just adhere these right to the center. I'm going to make all of mine portrait style, but you can do landscape style too. You don't have to do it in portrait style. And then once we get done, we will have 8 just beautiful cards. And yeah, are you guys loving these new colors? I just absolutely love them. But I always get excited about the new colors, which is why I do an in-color card making club every year. So if you guys love the colors and you want to get the colors a little at a time, then the in-color club would be for you. We do a total of 40 cards by the end of the club, 8 each month. So if it's something you're interested in, I did link to it in the description with this video so you can learn more about the club. But it's a lot of fun. It's one of my favorite clubs that I do. All right, so here are, this is almost the last one. So the nice thing about this One Sheet Wonder, and by kind of following, you know, those lines, is that you leave some white space on your pieces. So you can use that white space to just stamp your greeting right directly on there. So there's plenty of room here to stamp a little greeting. If you want to do your card in landscape style, you got to have more room for a larger greeting. If you have a smaller greeting, the portrait style will work well. So I like to add a lot of depth and dimension to my cards. So I'm going to just add these popped up greetings. So I have a couple dimensionals on the back here. And I'm just going to add these right on my card. So they're all stamped on a little stitched rectangle shape. And it just gives it just a nice look. So I'm going to add all these. So I, of course, went ahead and stamped all these and cut them out. So, and then I'm going to show you a fun little trick for decorating the inside of the card. So yeah, you guys get the full shebang today. Everything front and inside. So let's put this one up here. Oop. There's that one. So you can see all of them are different, but they all have just a beautiful design, and they're so easy to make. So we've been doing, let's see, I've been live for almost 15 minutes. So once you prep all your supplies, it's pretty easy to make 8 cards. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to add my little ribbon here, or my little twine. So I just like to use a glue dot. And I'm going to use some of the new in color twine. So it's white and it's got the in color, the colors in it. Let's see, I'll show you what it looks like. So it's got all 5 colors, and it's white and, you know, whatever the color. This happens to be white and starry sky. So I'm going to just add these, and I'm going to add all these little bows with a glue dot. So all you have to do is tie 2 pieces of twine together, and then create your little bow, and then just decorate it. So it's pretty easy. You can use ribbon too. But if you put a glue dot down and then just adhere the knot of the bow right on that glue dot, turns out perfect every time. All right, so here, and then you can trim these down. I'll trim these down in a little bit because I want to show you how to decorate the inside of the card too. So we'll put this on here. Yeah, I wasn't sure if I was going to pop on today because I know it's Easter. And, but I thought, well, you know, hubby's still sleeping. Kids aren't here yet. Church later. So I figured, sure, I could pop on and do this. And then here's the last one. Whoop. So I like to tie 2 pieces of twine together. Just kind of gives it a little more fluff, I guess. All right, so that's what they look like so far. And then I added some pearls, but I won't add those right now. What I want to do is I'm going to open all of these up because I want to show you a fun little decorating idea for the inside. So much like we stamped our one sheet wonder for the outside, you can also stamp it to decorate the inside. So I'm going to open all these up. And I'm going to bring in my one sheet wonder because I already have it stamped. So this is the one sheet wonder that I shared on Wednesday. So this is an 8 by 10.5 inch piece of cardstock. So I cut my 8.5 by 11 down a little bit. So it's 8 by 10.5. And so what this does is this creates 4 cards. So you can use this to make cards, which is what I did in Wednesday's video. But what I'm going to do now is I'm going to cut this so that I can use these instead of making decorating the front of my card. I'm going to decorate the inside. So I'm just cutting this 8-inch side in half at 4 inches. And then I'm going to turn to the 10.5 inch side, and I'm just going to cut at 5 1/4 inches. And now I have some decorative pieces for the inside of my card. So there you go. Now you have 2 one sheet wonders that you can use either to decorate the front of your card or the inside of your card. And I already cut up another one. So you have to do two because I have 8 cards here. So you have to do two one sheet wonders. But it's a really fun way to decorate the inside of your card. Now you can, do this individually, stamp just stamp a couple things individually on the inside of the card. But I thought this would be just really pretty. So again, this is the one sheet wonder that I shared on Wednesday. So I linked to it in the description with this video. So if you didn't see it, you can go watch it. And it's where I show you how to create these 4 pieces to decorate the front of your card. This time I'm using those 4 pieces to decorate the inside of my card. So there's lots of possibilities with this one sheet wonder. And just a fun way to use your stamped images. So look at how pretty the insides of these cards look. And of course, they match the outside. Yeah, 2 one sheet wonders for the price of one. Oh, that's funny. There you go. So like I said, you have to stamp 2 of them. So you'll need 2 8 by 10.5 inch pieces of white cardstock. And then just draw your pencil lines, divide it in half. And you'll end up with 4 pieces that measure 4. So these are 4 by 5 1/4. So they're perfect for the inside or the outside of your card. And the nice thing is you don't have to worry about the pencil lines. You don't have to erase them because you cut directly on those pencil lines, so nobody's going to see them. So there we go. So that's what the inside of the card looks like. This is what the outside of the card looks like. So let's fold these back over. So aren't those fun? And I love the new colors. They're fun. They're fun in any color, but I love the new colors. They coordinate so well together. So there we go. And now I have 8 cards that are all decorated, both inside and the outside. And now I can just go back and just kind of trim down this little twine and add my pearls, and I'm done. So there, what do you guys think? I thought it was just really cool. I've been playing around with this one sheet wonder, just kind of stamping different things and coming up with different designs. So I thought it would be a fun little one sheet wonder to share with you. And you got 8 cards. So, all right, you guys. So I hope you enjoyed that. I hope I gave you some ideas for decorating the inside and the outside of your card. And I'm going to come back on. I think I'm going to come back on if I can figure this out. There we go. There. So thanks so much, you guys. I hope you have a wonderful Easter and a great Sunday, spending time with your family or wherever you're going to spend time. So I will see you guys again next week for more fun ideas. So have a very happy Easter, a wonderful Sunday, and enjoy your week. Take care, everybody.